Yeah, they
That
were
was the hardest colours clearance I've ever done. I mean, I was
only in position. Terrible colours.
in position once, and that was on the black, I think.
But you made the rest of it look very nice as well, didn't you? I mean, the whole of the 15 reds and 15 blacks.
Yeah,
I mean, you just made light
it was
work
crazy
of it, really.
because, you know, there's all sorts of things, you know, on the last black, but all I was thinking of was Ken Doherty.
Was you really?
Oh, honestly, I've got down. I thought there's no way I'm getting up off of this, but I had Ken Doherty in my brain.
And because of the fact that
Because he
Ken
missed the
Doherty
black,
missed the
and
black
I thought,
for a
please don't
147.
miss the black for him, actually, because like he'd be gutted.
Well, let's have a wee relive at it. Steve, do you want to go through this?
Yeah,
with Ronnie right from the start?
If you don't mind, we're going to talk
You can
through the
go through
break.
it, yeah,
No, I'm not going to talk. I talk through it.
You
You made the break. We're going to have a little look at our monitor
wanna
there,
watch
and obviously you're breaking off. Drew got a shot in this frame. Obviously, he messed up somewhere along the line.
Well, the first two frames, you know, Drew had a chance in the first frame and didn't, you know, score enough from it, and then I got in and had a 70-odd. But, this frame, yeah, I'm getting all confused here. And he left me a red here, and this one on the left-hand side of the table.
He's speculating on going around the back for a shot to nothing.
I know, but you know when you 2-0 down, you tighten up a little bit, I suppose,
Yeah.
don't you, in the best of 9, and he's left me, you know, a reasonable chance here.
So that was a nice shot, because of course you can roll this red in, and there's no other red you can actually leave up there, can you? It wasn't a bad attempt there by Drew Henry. It was only a fraction off. So this was nice, a bit short of pace, but I mean,
a little bit, yeah. Well, it works out perfect, really,
yeah.
because, you know, I was trying to cannon the two reds there on the right-hand side, you know, just up there that are together. I was trying to get through that gap and maybe make a connection with them to open them up, knowing that, you know, I'd be unlucky not to be on one, really.
So this came very nicely, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, really
split those two reds apart. I mean, if you're looking from a point of view of making a 147 break, you don't want balls touching each other.
Not at all, no.
You've straight away opened up two more reds there.
Frame-winning opportunities, we'll either say.
Well, what he did at this stage. Actually, John Virgo, very early on in this frame, I think after 2 or 3 reds,
yeah, I mean,
said that you looked on blob and you were going to go from strength to strength.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the balls are perfect, you know, they're perfect around the black and that, but, I mean, I wasn't thinking of a maxi here.
Well, they're not perfect in some ways. I mean, most of them are still tight, aren't they? But having said that, in a couple of shots we're going to see that the key ball, the key black, you screw back here. These can always go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't get into them, you're on the cushion and then you've got hard red in the middle, but
now, so you're in your mind, you're trying to get the other side of the black to leave yourself this screw back into the pack.
Into the pack.
And then bring back that red.
Yeah,
drag back that red over the pocket.
Bad pack, isn't it, really? But
into the pack.
Yeah.
And push this red that's loose into a position, hopefully. But it didn't really go right, did it?
Not really, no. I mean,
you're thinking now, oh no, that's a mess now.
Now I'm thinking, should I just play to win the frame, which obviously you should do. You
had a chance for red into the middle for the blue,
which was easier. Yeah. This one was into a blind pocket and a little bit cannon in, you know, near that other red.
Looked a lot easier on the television screens in this position than it actually was.
But I thought, you know, they were split lovely, so I thought I've got to go for it here.
You must have thought 147 now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. From earlier?
No, obviously the balls were nice earlier, but once I've gone in the pack and I had that red, I thought, right, from now on this is just maxi, you know.
But this was the greatest shot. This was not the greatest shot. That was very missable, queuing over the top of that.
I had to make an angle a little bit.
And you forced enough of an angle to get back up the right side of the reds.
Now it's just about, you know, just trying to keep your composure and not get too fast and make a silly mistake, because, I mean, that one rattled a bit. I thought I'd missed that. I thought, oh, here we go. But,
do you think making a 147 break before helped to make this one easier? Was you less nervous on this one?
Not really. No, I think you get nervous. Yeah. Even in practice, you want to make them 147s, but in front of a packed crowd and, you know, the TV cameras are there, you know, it's always nice to do it for the people, you know. Just before you came up to our studio, it was timed at 6 minutes 36, I think. Was it? Which is, I mean, you're slacking, aren't you, really? I thought I'd slow down a little bit. That's still quite a good time, though. Well, it is quite a good time. Took me that long to break off one. No, but you know, they were perfect here. And they were lovely. There's only one cushion on the right hand, on the right hand cushion there. You see it? Yeah. Which is a little bit close. And I thought, you know, if I can get that one out of the way early, because you don't want to be having to play on that one red. But I played for 2. The one in the middle and one along the cushion. As soon as I got the one on the cushion, quite nice, I thought that one's got to be played. But obviously, as there's less reds on the table, your options of red start to decrease. Exactly, yeah. So therefore, that's when a lot of players do come unstuck at the end of a 147 clearance, or even a total clearance. Definitely. Because you've now got to get exactly the right side and choose which red you're going to get the right side of for the black. You can't just have 2 or 3 options. Nah. This is the one where I play for the red on the side cushion.
Always leaving yourself angles on the black. Always leaving yourself off straight.
Well, if you leave yourself straight, you can only go, you know, one way, and that's backwards. And in this position, you need angles just to make it more simple, especially under the pressure. But I was really feeling it here. I thought this one into a blind pocket was missable if you don't hit it right.
A little bit of a problem with 2 or 3 reds around the pink that had to be taken in the right order.
Yeah. But I played this one okay.
Screw back for that red the other side of the pink, which then cleared the other red.
Yeah.
We see you decide not to go for that red to the left-hand side of the pink.
That's right.
Screw back for this one here, and then that frees up the next red.
You got it.
So, I suppose for the amateur player, you could practice things like that, put reds blocking each other, and then you could go around and practice clearing the paths for other balls if you're a proficient player. Now, this had to be struck right side of the reds again.
Well, I could have stunned up, but I thought I definitely don't want to leave it short because then it's like history. So I thought if I go around the back of that red...
You left yourself on all 3 reds
I've got
there.
2, yeah, exactly.
All 3 reds were potable.
97.
Now, which one do you choose here?
Well, I play for 2 reds again. I mean, I've just played to go up between them, and if I get on the one on the right-hand side, well, I was going to take that one. But I thought, oh, that was good.
That was for the 100, and you always know there's going to be a clap on the 100.
Exactly.
And you think, don't clap, because there's more important things going on.
Yeah.
Don't clap the 100, this is
more... playing shots like that, I'm thinking, just don't
105.
kick. Whatever you do, don't kick.
Because the balls were kicking last night with me and Stephen, they kicked a lot today as well. There's a lot of chalk sticking to the ball.
Well, this one, just, you know, I knew I'd play the red in the middle, and I've not really come perfect on this because I'm going away from the black, so I've had to play it with a bit of right-hand side.
You left yourself a bit further away than you wanted, but having said that, as long as you got the black, you were
on the yellow.
Perfect for the yellow.
13.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting to the part where it's just a doddle now, isn't it? I mean, this is just a formality.
I wished.
Right now, all of a sudden, they're cheering. They know they've got a chance here.
Yeah.
You've just got to pot the colours. What's going on now?
Get the crowd, I love it.
Overscrewed it.
I think that's so well. I mean,
122.
This shot, I mean, I'm playing all right with the rest now at the moment, but at the start of the season I could not pot a ball with the rest. But at the moment I feel like I'm going to pot, you know, most balls that go with the rest.
You've got a marvellous pace at that. I mean, if you're shaking like a leaf, if you were, to hit the ball with that pace was perfect. It was superb.
This was good as well.
Because you struck that well.
And then I was thinking, pink's not on its spot. You know, if it was on the spot, it's a lot easier, but because it was there, I thought, shall I play for it in the middle? And I haven't really played anything, to be honest with you. I just sort of hit it. And then not hitting it, thinking that the adrenaline will sort of like, didn't want to hit it too hard, do you know what I mean?
Little shake of the head there, but you knew this was going around the back of the black, as long as you just judged this right.
I thought, just go in. Now this is where I think you can.
140. £20,000 coming up.
Yeah.
Well done, brilliant.
Yes, you looked a bit stunned, Ronnie. But
yeah. I mean, it's nice to have 1 for a 7, but I didn't want to start running around like a lunatic because I don't like that. You know what I mean? I just thought, just keep calm, let everyone else enjoy it. You know, you've just done what you've had to do. And, you know, it's up to the crowd to celebrate, not for me. I mean, I find you just go there and it's just what you do, isn't it?
Steve's made the point that there's 20 grand in your back pocket as a result of that.
Not
Are you buying the drinks at the bar tonight?
No.
What?
I'm tired. No, I'm joking.
Actually, one of our colleagues downstairs, John Parrott, is a bit disappointed.